Spore is technically a game that is full of aliens. Weird-looking creatures from other planets that, well, we call aliens because they're not from Earth. But we Earthlings have a very stereotypical alien that we have seen come up throughout history a numerous number of times. I think they're originally called Martians. At some points they've been called Greys. There have been many conspiracy theories, strange sightings, and all kinds of things that have stoked this grand conspiracy of what aliens may look like. And, well, we as humans have a pretty interesting idea of what aliens could look like in the modern day, but that classic alien, that classic Martian, that classic gray alien with the big eyes and the big head and the little body still very much so sticks in our brains. I think everyone can picture what I'm talking about, even without the images that I'm hopefully also putting on screen. So yeah, that's what we're doing here today in Spore. We're starting off as a carnivore just because I feel like that's going to lend us towards more of the alien-esque mouths that we're going to want, although we probably are going to want to go omnivore. How's it happening, everybody? Welcome back to Spore. We're doing it as a Martian today, a conventional classic alien, you could also say. They're gray, they're green, they're little guys with big eyes, and frankly, I love them. Whether it's the classic depictions in the old movies or like the movie Paul, I absolutely love that movie. I think the classic depictions of aliens are really cool, and I'm also very interested to see how well that sort of build actually can fare in the world of Spore. You know, the what we usually do, the same sort of thing we usually do. However, I do think this one is going to present some interesting challenges, but also some interesting opportunities to kind of play Spore a little differently than how we usually do. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, everything in Spore is kind of an alien, if you think about it, but at the same time, if we're being an alien, the alien, you could even say, I think we gotta, you know, up the weird factor a little bit. First things first, though, we do got to get a basic sort of Martian-looking build here going. Okay, so when building a classic alien here in the cell stage, as always, we of course have somewhat limited, options when it comes to the tools at our disposal and everything, but I do have some things to kind of start off with. I do want the big bulbous head. I want kind of the big two staring eyes. I do also think we want to be an omnivore right off the bat. So other than that, we can kind of do it free form, but that's what we're going to at least try to start with. Alright, here we go. So it's not exactly the conventional, like, gray Martian of the old times, but while we're here in cell stage, we could kind of go for the more, like, modern-esque, cartoony, like, green little guy alien, which I feel like we do also see a lot in, like, cartoons and things like that. So yeah, alright, this is what we're going to go for, at least for now. As for a name, I don't know, Salalian, something like that. And here he is. Well, he's genuinely adorable, so that's a great start. And we don't have a ton of speed, but we do have some good versatility. And hey, we got eyeballs for days, so you know nothing's sneaking up on us. If I could get a little jet, there's not really any rules with the Martian, you know? Like, I know how we want to end up at the end of creature stage. We want to end up a very stereotypical, classic, gray, Martian, classic alien. I mean, that's the goal. But until then, there's not really any rules, you know? I mean, who knows? Maybe Martians have just this insane evolutionary history of becoming weird monkey Cthulhus halfway through, and then they just end up being big-headed gray guys. You know what I mean? So, like, we can get a little freaky with it, and I do think having a jet could go along with that freakiness. Same with the omnivore mouth. Little too small to do that. Some free Celia I will try to take. Little too small to take on the big frog sucker. Oh no, where are you going? Hey pal. Hey pal. Would love to get you. Would love to get some Celia. There we go. Honestly, don't even know if I'll use those, but hey, good to have options. Ooh, okay, a little shiny rock. It could be... Okay, it's poison. I was hoping for the omnivore mouth, honestly, just because that is kind of somewhat the hardest one to get. But you know what? Poison actually does fit. And, well, there you go. There's the omnivore mouth right there. Hell yeah. And you know what, actually? That's going to save us some money, switching away from the double mouth that we currently have. So I'm going to get just a little more DNA, and then we're evolving again. Alright, trading out our secondary eyes for some poison glands, and our two mouths for one mouth, and then an extra pair of flagella for some extra speed. The cell alien excuse me, the cell alien is new and improved. And, oh yeah, we're ready to get back into stalking. How am I actually doing history-wise? I do want to end up in the middle. Okay, I could do for some more green eating. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, big old thing of greenery and ain't nothing contesting it because we are just dumping out toxins. Which, you know what? This planet, like, technically it's not ours, right? You know, in the opening cutscene we came in on a meteor, so that does make us aliens. And so why wouldn't we be just leaking toxins into the water constantly? It's not our planet. It's our planet to own and dominate, that's for damn sure, but it's not ours to maintain and keep safe, all right? That's the locals' job. And hey, if they die choking on our toxic blood, well, too bad. Too bad. Oh, and just like that, would you look at that? It becomes quicker and quicker every time I do it, or at least it feels like it does. We have completed cell stage with only one evolution. Oh, no, two evolutions technically, but only one, like, as an alien. Pretty solid. Kind of just flew through that, ended up right in the middle of Omnivore, right where I wanted. So, now, well, we're going to need to evolve some legs. And this is where it gets interesting, because this is also where I think I'm going to have to start kind of restricting us. No. What am I talking about? I don't have to do that yet. I'm going to have to start restricting us by the time we're done with creature stage, just so we look like the conventional Martian, because they're not very complicated. You know, they really don't have a lot of features other than just being gray or kind of green and then kind of tall with a big head and big ol' eyes, big ol' sexual eyes. But we don't need to do that yet. Like I said before, we can kind of still be in the pupa stage. You know, maybe they have kind of long, weird life cycles, or like I said, a long, weird evolutionary history. That makes a lot of sense to me. So, that being said, let's make a proto-Martian. What does a Martian look like when it's a baby? Okay, so there you have it. Let me give you a little bit of a Martian biology rundown, right? So this is what baby Martians look like. When they're just born, they come out the womb, they got their little, like, tentacle arms and legs just wiggling around, flailing around, going crazy. They got one big ol' eye, because all they gotta do is look dead forward all the time. They just gotta know what's in front of them. And then they got one opening, kind of like a bird, except if a bird also didn't have a mouth and it was just a cloaca, and that's where they eat, shit, piss, and then but they also excrete poison from there. All that comes out of that one gland right here, and yeah. So this is what a Martian looks like when it's just born, and then over time it will kind of slowly, you know, become the Martians that we know. So yeah, it's really a beautiful aspect of life and should be celebrated. So yeah, let's cheer him on as he crawls on the land. All right, see you, little guy. Oh, there he is. He's so beautiful coming out of that red primordial soup. I did try to pick the planet that looked closest to Mars, which of course was just the most red planet. And here we are, the adorable little guys who just like to slip and slide and flop around. That's awesome. That's awesome. We're gonna go meet some neighbors of ours, and we're gonna see kind of, you know, what their vibes are, and then we'll get some preliminary parts. We'll see what parts we can actually start with, because that kind of may dictate what our Martian actually looks like. There's only, like, I would say one part that I guaranteed need, and that's the one eyeballs that, like, look like alien eyeballs. So we need those. Otherwise, though, you know, we're kind of easy. Let's go meet some neighbors. Oh, neighborino. Might I speak with you? Okay, they are a little stronger than we are, so we're just gonna, you know, come in nice and neutral. The aliens are nothing if not, you know, willing to negotiate. There we go. See, now, there's two ways to probe a local, right? This is coming from an alien, a Martian expert, you could even say. There's two ways. So the first way is obviously like an abduction, which is definitely the more aggressive way. You know, you're really like, you're tackling them to the ground, you're strapping them to like a stretcher, and then you're taking them up on the spaceship, and then the probing can begin. But there's also the other way, which is where you kind of like, you know, you learn their social structure, and then you not necessarily pose as one of them, but you pose as a creature that has empathy for them and their kind, and then they will simply let you take them, maybe one of their children. I do think I actually did just get the alien eyes, though, if I just saw that, so that's pretty awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, well, we made a friend. Not all the locals are savages. Good to know. Let's go meet some more neighbors. Okay, neighbors number 2, Sandman. Okay, these guys are also kind of strong, so we're just gonna talk to them as well. These guys do kind of look like little people, though, and everyone knows a Martian's favorite thing to probe is a human being. So, you know what? I think we're gonna get along just fine. Oh, and would you look at that? Just by impressing those Sandmen and gaining their favor, we have grown a bigger brain, and we will be evolving soon, but I do think I'm gonna just go look for some more bones. Oh, there's actually a bunch of bones over there. All right. Excuse me, gentlemen. I must go bone hunting, which is what I do every Saturday night. Am I right, gamers? Anyway, let me go grab some bones, and then I'll probably meet a couple more neighbors, kind of see what the deal is, see if we can, you know, probe them before they evolve, sort of a deal. And then we'll get to evolving pretty soon, though. I do want some real feet. That would be nice. Oh, well, hello. I actually thought you guys were evolving. I thought you were the little cocoons, but no, that's an alive creature right there. That's not an egg. That is a living creature. A slime ball. Wow, you know what? You would be the perfect minion. You are 1 attack, 1 social, so I could easily kill you. But, I mean, the slime balls and the Martians working side by side. It's too good to be true. Welcome aboard, my friend. Oh, right, you know what? I just made friends with these guys, but while I'm here, since I have an extra pack, since I have an opening in my pack, I do feel like I would love to partner up with the slime ball. I mean, I'm not even gonna front about it. These guys are adorable and just so slimy. Oh, look at him. Look at him. All right, slime ball, fall in line. Let's go meet some more neighbors. Oh, yeah, okay. These, slime ball, these aren't your people. These are just cocoons. Don't you hate it when you just try to go meet your neighbors, but they're all welled up in, like, slimy cocoons, and you just, like, you can't talk to them because they're cocooning. It would be rude for you to talk to them. But it's like you just moved into the neighborhood, and you'd like to talk to your neighbors, but I don't know. People just aren't as social these days, I guess. All right, let's go back to the nest, because I got a decent amount of parts and a slime ball by my side, so I think we're ready to evolve. Alright, my larva friend, let's turn you into from a proto-alien into our first real alien. We might go for like a little gremlin type alien, like, you know, like a little freaky sort of guy, you know? Let's see, did I get any of these? Ooh. Okay, these are actually interesting. This one especially is pretty interesting. We could kind of just go for that. Okay. Well, maybe this. This is also kind of weird. I don't know. Let's just freeball it. Okay, and this is what we've landed on in the end. So, this stage of the Martian life cycle, or, you know, evolutionary tree, they stood upright. They still have very basic, very much so unevolved feet and hands, however. Very just simple. The whole body is actually made of slime at this point. Slime and veins, which you can just barely see through that top skin layer. They also have antenna to help them get around and gives them a little bit of charm. They got pose, they got some strike because those hands are apparently insane. We're using some weird parts that I normally would never use, but they do have some interesting stats, so that is at least fun. And then they got those big wide open mouths for grinding up a lot of plant matter. And definitely not human bones. All right, well, let's get back into it. I think with this, we should it's probably time to migrate. Oh, okay, not yet. Hey, fellas. Hey, handsomes. Beautifuls. Great to see you. Great to see you. Slime ball, my pet, my buddy. I do love taking one of the proto creatures all the way to the end, so we might keep our little pet slime ball all the way to the end. So I mean, he's just so cute. He's the perfect pet for a Martian like me. All right, well, let's go see if some of the neighbors have also evolved. But I do think next time we get back to the nest, at least, we're probably gonna migrate. Hello, neighborinos. I am just your friendly neighborhood local who also lives on this planet. This is my pet slime ball. It's very nice to meet you. You are pretty weak in general. Let me take a quick look at our history. We're getting a little on the social side, so you know what? These guys are unevolved. I think that pretty much makes them the perfect target to, you know, assimilate. Is that what I should say when we attack something? I don't know. I'll work on it. All right, all we need is one more. You ready, slime ball? You ready? You gotta finish this. This is technically our first battle, which I kind of forgot about. We do greatly outnumber them. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. You're a cute little slime ball. Oh, okay. Yep, there's some terrifying beasts in the distance, so we're just gonna back it up. Back it up. And there's some more neighbors. Some more perfectly weak little neighbors. The GURPS! Yep. Yep. Weak indeed. Alright, buddy. Killing GURPS is fun and all, but I think you and I are in need of some bigger and better things, my friend. We gotta go meet some evolved neighbors, which might mean we need to migrate. I don't know. Oh, okay. These things are a little bit more evolved. They do seem to walk around using their tongue, which has a spiked foot on it. So, you know, that's pretty based. I can get behind that. All right, let's see what these guys have to say. Some dancing. I can dance. Slime Ball cannot dance, though. Ooh, okay. He outpowers me in dance very strongly. But I made up for it in sing. All right, I think we found ourselves some weird new allies. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know about these ones, Slime Ball. Okay, yep, not only do they hate us, but they're also quite strong. Look like some dragon bats or something like that. All right, yeah. We're pulling out of here, Slime Ball. We don't need to mess with them. Let's go home. You know what? I think it's about time. And yep, either our entire pack died or they migrated. Okay, now that I'm here, oh my god, did they all die? No. Certainly not. I'm not seeing another nest to migrate to, though, so that's kind of weird. Alright, let's just go, let's just evolve again? Okay, there we go. Now we got the whole migration path thing. I think I just had to do a little quick evolution. I didn't actually change anything because we didn't really get any new parts, so it's fine, though. We can migrate, get some new neighbors, and then we'll really start evolving. Oh god. Oh god. Hey, big fella, I don't want any trouble! Alright, we're having trouble. You know what? Call the flock. Summon the flock. Boys, I need you. It is time. It is fighting time. No! Slime Ball! Get out of there, you stupid bastard! You won't survive this! You gotta leave, little man. You gotta leave. Let the flock take care of this, okay? You're okay, pal. Can you eat? Here, eat up. Guys, get the fuck out of the way. Slime Ball is hurt. Look how cute he is. He can't die. No, he's going to eat something else. All right, you know what? It's on. We could kill that one motherfucker. We're using the flock, and we're killing the rest of them. Slime Ball, you just keep yourself safe, okay? You just keep your darling self safe. I don't want to see a hair on your head, on your beautiful bald head hurt. Okay, there's another one. Let's get this one. It's just a baby that was following the other one. Nice. All right, you know what? We're using the flock, and we're taking down these fucking batulas once and for all, baby. Oh god. Okay, it's getting a little thick. We only gotta kill one more, but oh god, I'm getting really low, and oh no! No. Slime Ball, get out of there, buddy. Get out of there. It's not worth it, Slime Ball. It's not worth it! Don't you kill him, you bastard! You know what? It's fine. As long as I skip through this. He's alive. Oh my god. Okay, that was crazy, actually. So I tried to use the flock to kill those guys, but the flock didn't actually, like the time didn't expire. They weren't just starting to leave. They actually died. Like, those motherfuckers just killed the whole flock. That was crazy. Oh my god? What the hell's your problem? Oh, well, maybe it was my problem. Alright, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is an alien world. Everything's weird to me. I don't know how to survive here. I just want to make it to the new nest. Wait a minute. Are these big heads? Wow. My brethren. Huh. You know what? This is just a case of classic convergent evolution. Two species from two completely different planets evolving to look basically exactly the same. They just happen to be a little shorter, red, and have extra pair of legs. But hey, they got big old brains, and frankly, that makes them quite good singers. So, I think these guys are going to be valued assets. Oh my god, I'm so sorry I sang when you danced. You know what? He didn't seem to mind. I think we're going to get along just fine. Oh, we got along so well, in fact, that we evolved. Great. You know what? When the probing time is, when it actually comes down to it and we gotta start probing all y'all, I'm not gonna go that deep with you guys. Just as a professional courtesy. Come on, Slime Ball. They seem to be a little aggravated by him for some reason. So let's keep moving. Come on, buddy. He's a little slow. He's so cute, though. I mean, you just gotta love him. Oh, there she is. The new nest. Wait, what? Wait, why is Slimeball taking damage? Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you doing? Oh my god, he's dead. You bastards! You killed Slimeball! Okay, you know what? It's Jover. I remember walking past these guys, and they were kind of growling at us, but they didn't hate us. They just disliked us. Look, they don't even hate us now. Bro, I can't believe that. I was just walking along, minding my own business, and then Slimeball got drive-by'd. Shit! By a bunch of motherfuckers that just look like they're made of sand? Uncool, man. Uncool. I'm just gonna eviscerate. Wow, okay, that... When I said eviscerate, I didn't realize, you know what, maybe that's the word. Maybe that's the word. Not assimilate, but eviscerate. I don't know, because that makes it sound like we're not going to study them. Oh, Slimeball. I'm sorry, buddy. I really thought you were going to make it to the end. Well, I guess you can make it to the end in spirit. At least, at long last, after kind of a grueling walk, I gotta be honest, these Martians are not fast. But we did actually eventually make it to the new nest, and I see plenty of question marks all around us on the map, so we have plenty of neighbors to talk to. So alright, let's do it. I'm gonna grab some bones first, because there's a bunch of bones around here, but then it's neighbors time. There's gotta be at least some big chillers in the area, you know, so someone you can sit back, play some PS2, and smoke some weed with, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, first neighbors, the Symethus. They have 5 attack and 4 social. Definitely not too bad. Honestly, probably something we could kill. They do hate us, so we're not going to be, you know, we're not going to be socializing with them. They got 32 health. That's a little bit more than us. We'll come back to them. Oh, it looks like there's 2 species over here. Some sand toads and some whatever that large word is. They're both kind of weak. And it looks like the sand toads hate us. You know what? All right, let's just see if we can kill some of these guys. Oh, yeah. I mean, with little effort, we just eviscerated 3 of them, so that's easy. I didn't actually kill the species because this isn't their nest. Whoa. Whoa, the Hermumkin, some little pumpkin guys over there. They're kind of cute. Oh, super weak as well, so probably going to go talk to them, but you know what? I think I'm going to have a word with these guys first. And when I say a word, I mean a fist. Maybe a kick, too. What? Shit, bro. We aren't that scary. Oh, yeah, they're just running. Whoa! The moon on this planet is gigantic. That's crazy. But it's also raining meteors. Honestly, maybe that's connected. Big-ass moon, maybe that gravity is just pulling meteors in towards us. Who knows? Who knows? Well, I killed a couple of the birds. Maybe I can kill a couple more while the meteors are coming. But, oh, not while I'm getting knocked out, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. And just like that, those weird-ass one-legged birds are dead. And the Martians yet again reign supreme. All right, next target. Aw, you know what? These pumpkin boys are pretty weak, but they're pretty damn cute, and honestly, I think they're pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to make friends with them. What can I say? You know, the Martians are nothing if not friendly. I think we all know that. Let's just see if we can actually keep up with them. Oh yeah, I think we can just fine. Alright, you know what? The Martians aren't necessarily excelling at any one thing, but they are definitely good jacks of all trades. I mean, I literally have every social skill and every aggressive skill. We don't have any of the special skills, like jumping or sprinting or sneaking, anything like that. But, hey, I mean, jack of all trades, master of none is something. And it's a little aggravating moving around just because they are quite slow. But at the end of the day, they're pretty useful. So far, so good. Oh my god, those are raptors with level 11 attack and they hate us. So, okay, moving the other way now. I'm gonna go this way now. You know what? Since we got our bigger brain, I think we might as well do at least one more evolution of the Martians before we, you know, before our brains become so large that we can start building spaceships and then dominating everyone. Before that. So let's see. Do I get any new parts that I actually want to use? Especially a new mouth would be nice. That is not the one I was hoping for. I'll be honest, I think at this point I was definitely just hoping for a different one of these. Okay, we'll do some evolution. You know what, I said we'd get weird. Let's make at least one weird one before we make the final one, which will be kind of the normal one. Alright, you know what, it is a little weird, but it's not terrible. I think honestly just the weirdest part for me is the, like, big, hard, like, nails that he has for hands and feet. Kind of weird. but hopefully we can evolve past those. This is just all of the best, most evolved stuff that we have for this like initial Martian kind of line that I picked, which is just all the best, most evolved stuff that we have. So yeah, and I took away the veins just because, you know, this layer of Martian has kind of reached the final stages of his life cycle. He's feeling a little bit more like himself, and his skin is starting to harden up and kind of, you know, also protect itself from this sun's harsh rays, which we're just not used to back on you know, alien world. I guess I named this Mars, and we're gonna be the Martians, but we would be from Mars. Maybe this is the Martians colonizing Mars, because we're not Martians yet. You get it. You know what? Let me just get one more person on our pack, and then we can go and... Oh my god. Oh my god, they're attacking. Okay, well, you know what? I was gonna just see if... I was gonna think about our options and what we could actually do here, because these things do have 14 attack, and I think it was 13 social, but they're not actually attacking us, it doesn't really look like. They're kind of just standing there menacingly. Standing there menacingly. Okay, these guys are kind of weak too, so you know what? While I got the pack here and while everybody's all fired up, we're just gonna start attacking. We're just gonna start going crazy. Alright, we're gonna start taking names and taking buttholes with my probing device as well. Oh, shit. Okay, I was just about to finish up with killing these bird monsters, but it looks like the rogue might just finish the job for me. Well, you know what? I still have my flock with me, so why don't I just come over here and see if I can, you know, make friends with this guy, huh? What do you think about that, Mr. Rogue? You're pretty fucking alien looking. And, oh my god, okay, well, we basically did it instantly. Wow, wow, okay, we did it instantly. Got it. Message received. That was insanely easy. Cool, understood. Let's just kick one of my guys off and then do that exact same thing again, and we should just easily be able to add it to the pack. Nice. Done and done. Wait a minute. Do I hear... Hold on. I think I hear a spaceship! Oh my god, it's actually a flying saucer too. Holy shit. Bro, I'm down here! Take me with you! Please, I want to be back in space so bad. You don't understand, it's so stinky down here, bro. Everyone sucks, everyone's so mean and they smell. Please take me with you. Please! Bro! Well, it's gone. Staying here, I guess. Might as well make it our home, I suppose. You know, really settle ourselves in. Some floating, spiked koala things. Not very strong. Yeah, let's kill them. Oh, you know what? This is the nest of those big, like, white bear moose-looking motherfuckers. We still have to kill 5 of them, and they're so strong. This is probably genuinely a terrible idea, but you know what? Oh, actually, you know what? You know what? Twice. You know what? Squared. I'm gonna actually leave because those raptors are really close and they're kind of coming closer. All right, we're leaving. All right, well, after doing a little bit more hunting and picking off some lesser species, we are right up against our ability to evolve. And you know what, actually? These little monkey fellas seem like the perfect people to get that last little leg up on DNA. Oh, yeah. And would you look at that, just like that, our brains are so big, I don't even care. I don't even care about what y'all are saying. You are literal monkeys to me. I could not care less. I just don't care. Stop. It's not gonna do anything. I have a rogue on my team. I am so far above you, I don't even have to fight you. Do you understand me? You are nothing to me but a butthole to be probed. Okay, the bats are here. PTSD's kicking in. Let's get out of here. Nice, and there you go. That's the end of creature stage for you, everybody. We had a pretty wild roller coaster there, starting out as the little larva and becoming the Martian man that we are today. We're ending up a little bit on the low side of adaptable, but the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking maybe we ought to play tribal stage a little on the friendly side and then end up being a religious civilization. Something about that, like, you know, converting all the other civilizations to our side through the big holograms and everything, that kind of feels alien to me. Although at the same time, I could see just going for like a War of the Worlds militaristic takeover. The economic is just kind of what's not making sense to me on this one. But, of course, I'm interested in what you guys think about that. So tell me what you want to see as far as tribal and civilization stage goes in the comments. And that's going to be for the next episode. But First things first, we gotta finalize our evolution. Did we get any more hands? Ooh, we did. And these are super weird. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, wait, what about mouth? That's kind of the other big one. We did, and it's the one with the big tusks, which is not the one that I want. But if I could just kind of get rid of those, then, yeah, actually, that works great. Okay, one thing I'm not sure about is we didn't get new feet. So I'm not sure which is these exactly I want to do. Do I want to just go back to, like, them kind of just having the weird little, like, mitten feet? Yeah, I might just do that. At least we got cool hands. You know what? That's something. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the Martian. This is just about as accurate as I can feasibly get it, with the exception of maybe the hands, but I'm keeping those because that's more of a, you know, evolutionary byproduct of kind of just the path that we chose, which I think is cool. You know, I think it's cool to at least have something like that as a little bit of a remembrance of the past. But otherwise, I went very basic. This is kind of just your average Martian. I am kind of thinking of the alien from Paul, which is just, you know, your classic alien slash Martian, and then, yeah, I grayscaled it a bit just to make him a gray. And yeah, I think he's perfect. I think he's done. And I think they are ready to, once and for all, take over the rest of the planet. God damn it. But first we must make sure that our species and our species alone is the one to rise to intelligence, rise to dominance. And if anyone else even comes close, well, you guys decide what we do with them. Are we gonna, you know, become friends? Are we gonna do a little bit of friendly probing? Or are we gonna do it the hard way? You know, we gonna bend them over a table and ram that rod up there. You guys decide, and let me know in the comments, and in the next episode, that's what we'll do. But for now, everybody, that's it for this episode of Spore. I really do hope you enjoyed. Like if you did, subscribe if you did, and, yeah, share the video around. Share it to someone you know like Spore. Why not? But for but for now, everybody, thanks so much for watching. That's gonna do it for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, jankheads.